What would you do if your two closest friends fell for the same man, and one of them was keeping secrets that could change everything? Imagine this. Two women, inseparable since childhood, bound by promises, laughter, and scars that only true friendship can survive. But life doesn't always honor the pacts we make as children. This is a Sunday affair, a heart-wrenching Nollywood romantic drama that digs into love, betrayal, forgiveness, and the brutal reality of mortality. It's not just a love triangle. It's about what happens when loyalty to your best friend collides with your personal happiness, and when secrets have the power to both heal and destroy. Stay with me as we unpack the story of Uche, Toyin, and Sunday, a tangled web of romance, illness, sacrifice, and ultimate forgiveness. Released in 2023, A Sunday Affair is a Nigerian romantic drama directed by Walter Talor, with a screenplay by Nse Ikpe-Etim and Daryl Bristow-Bovey. The film stars three heavyweights in Nollywood: Nse Ikpe-Etim as Uche, the bold, passionate woman who wants love on her own terms; Dakore Egbuson-Akande as Toyin, her best friend, graceful, reserved, yet quietly battling her deepest fears; Oris Erhuero as Sunday, the charming divorced man who becomes the center of their emotional storm. The movie runs just over an hour and a half, but the story packs the weight of a saga, touching on friendship, betrayal, family expectations, illness, and the kind of forgiveness that feels almost impossible. Set in Lagos, the backdrop is both glamorous and gritty: beach weddings, upscale restaurants, hospital rooms, and the intimate spaces of women navigating love and loss. The city itself feels like another character, reminding us that behind the glitter of Nigerian high society, human struggles remain the same. Now let's walk scene by scene through this emotional roller coaster.
We begin with Uche and Toyin as children. Flashbacks show them as little girls, holding hands under a mango tree after school, their uniforms dusty from running around, their laughter filling the air. They make a pact, a promise whispered with the sincerity only children can have. No man will ever come between us. It's innocent, but it becomes the silent foundation of their lives. Fast forward to adulthood. Both women live in Lagos. They've grown into independent, successful women. Uche is the more adventurous, bold in love and life. Toyin is measured, more traditional, but just as ambitious. Despite differences in personality, they remain each other's anchor, the kind of friends who can finish each other's sentences, who know each other's scars. Their bond feels unshakable. The beach wedding. At a glamorous beach wedding, sunlight dances across the waves as guests dressed in white mingle under a canopy. Lagos high society shows off its elegance, laughter mixing with ocean breezes. Here, Uche meets Sunday. He's tall, handsome, and has that effortless charm of someone who knows how to walk into a room and own it. Recently divorced, Sunday carries both confidence and the quiet sadness of a man trying to start over. The attraction between him and Uche is instant. Their eyes meet across the crowd, and in that electric moment, something sparks. Later, as music plays and fireworks color the night sky, Uche and Sunday share a passionate one-night connection. For Uche, it feels like fate, intense, real, something she hasn't felt in a long time. But Sunday remains elusive, keeping things casual, never quite promising more. For Uche, it's intoxicating and confusing all at once. What she doesn't know is that this man will also walk into her best friend's life, changing everything. Toyin's turns. Fate weaves its threads again. Sunday meets Toyin, not at a party, but in quieter, more everyday moments. Their first significant encounter happens on a train, where a casual conversation leads to an unexpected connection. Later, over dinner, Sunday opens up about his divorce. He talks about broken promises, regrets, and his desire for something real. For Toyin, who has always been careful with love, this honesty touches her deeply. She sees in Sunday not just charm, but vulnerability. She begins to hope. Maybe this is the kind of relationship she has been waiting for. Stable, meaningful, rooted in trust. The irony, of course, is that she has no idea Uche has already been entangled with the same man. Just as Toyin begins to imagine a future with Sunday, life throws her the harshest curveball. She visits her doctor, thinking it's a routine checkup. Instead, she hears the devastating words, cervical cancer. The scene is shot with quiet intensity. The camera lingers on Toyin's face as the doctor explains. Her eyes well up, her breath catches, and the reality crashes down. But the blows don't stop there. Shortly after, Toyin learns she's pregnant. For years, she has longed for motherhood, praying for the chance to nurture a child. Now that dream has arrived, but it's tangled with the nightmare of her diagnosis. On one hand, new life growing inside her. On the other, her own life under threat. She chooses to hold on to hope, for her child, for love, for whatever time she has left. And she turns more towards Sunday, leaning on the comfort he unknowingly provides. Still, the secret of Sunday's other relationship with Uche hangs like a shadow, waiting to fall. While Toyin struggles privately, Uche is still seeing Sunday. For her, the romance is exciting and consuming. She believes, perhaps naively, that this could finally be the relationship that lasts. But guilt begins to creep in. Toyin has been distant, and Uche notices something is wrong. When she learns about Toyin's illness and pregnancy, the pieces of the puzzle start falling into place. It's devastating. On one side, Uche has her passionate connection with Sunday. On the other, her best friend is fighting for her life and preparing to bring a child into the world. Sunday, caught in the middle, flounders. He tries to be there for both women, but ends up looking selfish, indecisive, and weak. His attempts at balancing love and loyalty only deepen the hurt. The once unshakable bond between Uche and Toyin begins to strain under the weight of secrets and silence. The inevitable happens. Toyin discovers the truth. She sees Uche and Sunday together, an image that confirms her worst suspicion. It is betrayal in its rawest form. Not just from Sunday, but from the friend she trusted most, the woman she believed would never cross that childhood pact. The pain is almost unbearable to watch. But Toyin, even in heartbreak, reveals the depth of her grace. As her illness advances, she writes a final letter. In it, she addresses Uche, not with anger, but with love. She asks Uche to care for her daughter. She expresses her forgiveness, her acceptance, and her hope that Uche may still find love, even if it's with Sunday. It's one of the most gut-wrenching parts of the film, because in that letter, we see Toyin's true strength, not just as a woman, but as a mother, as a friend, as someone who chooses compassion over bitterness in her final days. Uche reads the letter, tears streaming down her face. She is left with both the weight of her choices and the gift of Toyin's forgiveness. The real twist of A Sunday Affair is not the betrayal itself, but Toyin's response to it. Instead of clinging to resentment, she chooses forgiveness. Instead of punishing Uche, she entrusts her with the most precious thing she has, her child. That choice transforms the story from a typical love triangle into something much deeper, a tragedy wrapped in grace. It reminds us that sometimes the greatest love is not romantic, but the kind that lets go, forgives, and leaves a legacy of peace. And that's A Sunday Affair, a film that proves Nollywood can deliver raw, emotional storytelling at the highest level. It's a movie about love, but more importantly, it's about friendship and sacrifice. It asks, when secrets unravel, when loyalties are tested, when love and illness collide, what do we choose? Do we cling to bitterness? Or do we let forgiveness lead the way, even when it hurts? If this kind of emotional roller coaster speaks to you, show some love, drop a like, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss more recaps like this. And I'd love to hear from you. Was Uche justified in her choices? Or was Sunday the real one to blame? Let's talk in the comments. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep your heart open, but maybe think twice about pacts made under mango trees.